Should we start with a song?
Yes. Start with a chun. Oh boy.
It sounds a little bit familiar.
Oh no.
A little bit familiar to you.
It does sound familiar. Dude, you're taking it back.
Come on, man.
Way back.
The Man Dem Show.
Oh,
let's go.
Jesus. I remember this shit. I remember this shit. You don't know this shit. That's okay. Sars Network is on the building and we chillin'. You don't wanna fuck around cause we kill like This video was mad live. Yeah? This video was so fun to shoot, man. We shot this video.
Hold on, talk to me.
Oh yeah, we shot this video the same day that who was it? It was DNA was battling Disaster, and Drake was down there.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, we shot this video that exact same day. In fact, after we shot the video, we went in there because we were pissed because a lot of people were supposed to come to the video, didn't come to the video because they went to that. Oh, so, then after we went to that, and we were at the bar.
You see weird people there that they were supposed to be there like, yo, Amanda.
I still have a picture of Warbucks, shout out Patty, and he's sitting at the bar. Who does this? Who goes to a battle? Is you're there to listen to the lyrics, right?
Yeah,
This guy's at the bar with headphones on.
Jesus Christ.
He was that pissed that nobody showed up to her shit. It still turned out good. Thank you for everyone who came, but yeah, man. Fucking Sars Network, man. Jesus Christ, I can't believe you brought that out. You have 9 crossover, you a pop nigga. Can't help it, I'm greedy, I want a lot, nigga. My third eye open, yeah, I spot niggas. Don't believe what I'm saying, I'm sure. And I don't trust niggas no further than I can. Oh my God. Second best is nice, but it ain't first. But I'm good with second, at least it ain't third. So hey, change, I'm free like a bird, nigga. There's some subliminals right in there.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, there's some subs in there. We can get into that too.
Oh yeah, I know.
There's some subs in there.
I seen in one of the tracks. You weren't even subbing. You were just calling out names. You were just calling out names. Who's that? Mr. Celebrity Drew?
Yeah, Celebrity Drew.
How did you get Drew in the video?
Drew's that's another conversation too. But I will say Drew's my guy. I'll say that. He's my guy.
Shout out Celebrity.
He's my guy. We got
Shout out Drew, man.
some unresolved tension, but nothing but love and prosperity to him.
Wow.
Yeah, we can go there if you want to. I'm an open book today, man.
Let's go there right now.
I'm an open book today.
Hold on. Let's just get into it. It's the Man Dem Show. It's your boy Gutsy.
It's your boy Vegas.
It's your girl Kaylani.
And today's special interview that we got here, Sars Network rapper, former podcaster.
Wait a second. Previous Sars Network rapper.
Oh, okay.
Got to provide a little bit of clarity there.
Previous. Previous.
Nothing but love to Sars, but it's previous.
Previous.
Thank you. I appreciate the accolades, by the way.
Podcaster.
Yeah.
Former podcaster. Are you still podcasting?
Yeah, I'm gonna get back in there. Give you guys a run for your money shortly.
Jeez.
Nice.
I'll get back in there soon.
We love competition, man.
We love it.
Who said anything about competition? But shots fired. Get back in there in a minute.
You don't go. You go by Chris now, just Chris.
Yeah, I dropped Puzzle because you know when you get a nickname, the nickname's supposed to be given to you, right? Was your nickname given to you?
Yeah.
Yours?
My original name is Dexter, so yes, it was given.
There you go, on Guts.
Yes.
Yeah. I gave myself my nickname. I sat down and I said, I want to rap. What's kind of a cool name? You don't do that. And then, but that's what I did, and I just went with it. But the Puzzle sucks. So I just went with my government name because people always heard my name and they're like, yo, that sounds made up. It sounds fake. Chris Green, like what the hell? Sounds very Caucasian. Basic. It sounds like a name you want to see on a resume. You would employ this gentleman, right? So I went with that, and then the music changed accordingly as well. Came more real, came more authentic to my everyday life. So it worked for me. Yeah.
So you got Chris Green.
Yeah, man. There you go.
Thank you for coming through, by the way.
Of course, man. Thank you for having me. I gotta be honest with you, man. Ever since I put the album out, I'll just put it out there, man. I've been reaching out to a lot This is the camera?
Yeah.
that's
I've been reaching out to a lot of podcasts who I've done favors for previously. I'm like, yeah, man, when you're ready, just holler at me. I'm down. Okay, then. We'll leave that, to be interpreted as you will.
No.
You'll get it after this. Don't worry.
I want to know who.
He just said the name.
What? He didn't say
Monday.
it. Oh, shit. I never heard him.
He said the name.
I just heard previous multiple podcasts. That's what I heard.
Well, I'll go with that too. Multiple. I've been reaching out. I'm just here to vent today. Today's a good day. Today's a good day for me. I'm here to vent. So yeah, I definitely reached out to a lot of podcasts, a lot of radio shows. Okay. You know what I'm saying, that I showed love to, that I thought had love for me. And then when it's time to reciprocate, and I get it. I remember Friday saying something to the effect that, bro, I can't interview everyone. It costs money to do this. I need to see a return on my investment. My time is equity, right? So I got to spend that and invest that accordingly. So I understand that. But what I'm saying though, and I'm not talking about Friday, but what I'm saying though is when I have already invested time into whatever it is you're trying to do, I'm just saying when it's my time, just show the love back. That's all I'm saying.
Do you think that's a downfall in the city?
100%. 100%.
That's why we don't really have anything like the circles just stay the circles kind of thing. So if you have a circle of people that are just popping off and doing big things, they're just going to keep it in-house. They're not going to reach out to anybody. Maybe a 1-2 people they might bring in, but they're not really extending that. Kind of for an example, sorry to cut you, Mula. When Mula ran on his run, he kind of gave everybody interviews which nobody was expecting. You know what I'm saying?
Love seeing that.
We need more of that too with shows, artists. Everybody needs, I don't know.
I loved seeing that Mula did that. Dude, he had me thinking maybe I should do a podcast. I can get a Mula interview. This nigga was interviewing with everyone. Mm-hmm. But to your point, 100%, once somebody has something good going, they just keep it. If they don't keep it to themselves, they just keep it within their inner circle, and that's it. Bro, when I got the grant to do this album, you know how extensive and how much time it takes to write a proper fucking grant?
No, 100%. Talk to us about it. Because that shit that people need to know.
Thank you.
Hours.
Yo, listen, I slacked because the person who put me onto the grant told me about it way in advance, and I waited until the day before. I was up for 5-6 hours writing the grant. So anyways, I say that to say this, when I finally got approved, I'm reaching out to everyone to say, hey, let's get you applied for a grant. But you know what else I said? I said, yo, I'm gonna write it for you. Yo, are you sure? Yeah, I got you, man. I just need your insight, your govy, whatever. I'll write it for you. Do you want some bread? No. You sure you don't want nothing? Just when you do an album, just make sure you put me on it. That's it.
That's dope.
Anyone who wants a grant or at least wants to apply, I'm right here.
Does that work for podcasters and bloggers too?
Well, that's a different conversation. We could talk about that off air. But,
I'm an artist too still. I'll make a fake album, whatever. I'll rap.
Listen.
I got my ready right over there.
Listen, Ontario Arts Council. I'm shouting them out because they're the ones who gave me the bread to do this album, which is why I'm here now.
That's what's up.
So let's go back a little bit. Yeah, shout out to them. Let's go back a little bit though before we get to this album. Exit 3190. Is it?
That's it.
Growing up, where are you from? Were you born and raised in Toronto?
Yeah, originally from Scarborough, Tuxedo Court.
Wow.
Right, Tuxedo Court. Everybody, yeah.
Shout out to Tux. Real Scarborough niggas know the Tux.
Exactly. Lord.
Yeah.
I had way too many birthday parties right at the McDonald's across the street. Jesus. But anyways, from there, then I moved into the Complex 3190, which is right on Kingston Road.
What'd I tell you?
I know.
We were guessing it to see because he thought it was Lawrence.
Yeah.
And I was like, I think it's Kingston Road.
Just right on Kingston Road. A lot of, can I call them hookers? I guess back then they were called hookers. Is that okay? Am I being offensive when I say hookers?
I'm good.
So they had a lot of
sex workers.
Sex workers, yeah. I remember, I just have to just toss this in. I remember a buddy of mine, and this is really bad. I didn't do it, But a buddy of mine, we were just driving intoxicated. I don't drive drunk. And he was having a milkshake, and he thought it was a good idea to, I guess, help one of the ladies out with a refreshment by throwing the milkshake. Like, why would you do that?
I hate it.
But anyways, the point is 3190 Kingston Road. That's where born, raised.
Probably didn't get any. Probably went over there, tried to get some, and didn't get any.
Crazy. Fucking hating ass nigga, man.
Yeah. With 3190, man, that's the complex right there. Unit 84.
Wow.
Ooh.
Jeez. So how was it growing up back then in Scarborough? Was it still the problematic Scarborough? A lot of shootings and robbings?
Not at all. That neighborhood was amazing.
Especially Kingston, because Kingston Road really got turned up over the last couple of years.
But you're kind of hitting the nail on the head. You said really got turned up, right? Back then, not at all. I had an amazing childhood in that neighborhood, bro. Talking about manhunts, talking about like super soaker, water gun fights, bike tag, going on the swings, seeing who can jump, get as high as possible, and jumping off the swings. That's what we did. Handball, all that. Spin the bottle, truth or dare. Breaking into because the complex had over 100 units, right? And it was metro housing, so surprisingly enough, not all of them were taken. We would bust into those abandoned houses, hotbox the houses and shit like that. Amazing childhood. And then, of course, like every neighborhood, you got, a little bit of the, I guess, what do you call them, OGs or whatever you want to call them, the people who were...
older guys
entertaining, that other side.
Yeah.
They eventually seen, okay, well, you guys are running around here anyways. Why don't you just take some of this and try to sell that? And so, but that didn't happen until much later. But as far as like just growing up, best childhood ever, man. I was blessed in that sense. Yeah.
That's usually how it was in communities, like the because you don't see the dark side. Just being raised up, maybe before you hit high school, it's like so much fun,
right?
Yeah.
That's kind of when it happened, bro. We would throw barbecues all the time, and even like I'll just come out and say, even like the dealers, the people who were doing the crimes, they would still come to the family barbecues. It was that good. It was that community based area. That's what it was like.
It wasn't like certain places. I remember like I would go to Lakeshore and I'd see the dreadheads like fighting each other, and like I remember one dread like got jumped. You know what I'm saying? I'd go to Jane and Finch and they tell you not to go in the staircases. I don't know, fam. There was 1-2 places where that shit was visible as a kid still.
Not there.
Yeah, but I hear you. Probably not there.
Not there. Bro, we had what was it called? Where like the rec center. We had a rec center, everything, man. Like the neighborhood got bad, but certainly not while I remember one time we were just walking through, we were smoking a thing, and then these guys who were not from this area just rolled up on us and they were like, yo, this is our block now. And we're like looking at each other like,
the hell?
Should we care? Like, should we be offended by? Because we didn't know, right? Again, we still know that there are these other guys in the neighborhood that do what they do. And they might care, but we were like, should we care about this? And that always kind of stuck with me because I knew it was a thing where people did care about that. They, live and die by that. This is my neighborhood. You can't just come in here and, sell whatever you want to sell or, try to offend me or insult me. Like, people live and die by that shit. And I never subscribed to that. This is metro housing. What the hell? Yeah. You want to die over metro housing? No offense to those that do. I'm sure they have their reasons. But I that's just never been my train of thought, bro.
I don't know, not mine either.
There ain't no reason to die over government housing. There's no plausible answer to do that. Like
and then if your Dukes gets kicked out of there, like what are you doing? Because you don't really fucking pay rent over there or anything. Your Dukes moves and you gotta go move with your Duke on your op block. What?
But yeah, man, 3190 was great. Like would I want to move back there now, having a kid? And be like, let me raise my 4-year-old there? Fuck no.
Hope not.
Not even close.
I hope not. What's some of your early music inspirations?
Man, I'd probably say, given the haircut, Kid and Play.
Okay.
Throw it all the way back. don't act like you guys don't remember House Party.
No, of course.
Legendary movie.
Right?
Needs to be a Toronto version.
Yeah. So definitely that, like 100%, the scene that kind of made me really get into it and want to do it is kind of at the tail end of the movie where they're Kid and Player having the battle and they're dancing and all that shit. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's where I was like, okay, yes, I like this. Women seem to like it. I like women. Makes sense. Let me do this.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. So from that, of course, MC Hammer, never really the baggy pants, but I'll be lying if like when I was the only person in the house, I wouldn't bump that shit and danced until I started sweating profusely. You know what I'm saying? That, I'll openly say it, Vanilla Ice. Who didn't like Ice Ice Baby?
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And then obviously, like when you know better, you do better. So I started getting into, just better music as well, right? So you start getting into like the whole bad boy era. You know what I mean? In the 90s, you get into that, the Death Row and all that. But
you're a commercial guy. You like commercial hip hop.
Yeah. Come out and say you're right.
I did say
I
was a commercial guy early. I like the commercial. And then when I realized how good the B-side tracks were, I was like, damn. I'm like, shoot.
Yeah, I just had a revelation. I was a commercial head. like any hardcore music at all back in the day. All right, there you go. It's out there now.
I remember my bro tried to play me Onyx one time, and I was just like, nah. I'm like, nah, this is too rough. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can't deal with that. So what about writing now? When did you start writing and rapping?
I'd probably have to say shortly thereafter. But really when I started to put pen to paper, because that's what it was maybe around 99, 98, 99. Those are the times where Eminem was becoming very, very popular. And I mean, like with anything, with fashion, sports, you kind of emulate, you want to be like what you like, right? So of course I liked Eminem a lot. So I said to myself, well, his stuff is really kind of off the wall. So let me try to top that. And without, again, trying to get a strike on your channel, I made a song called Animal.
Oh, okay.
I'm definitely gonna blank that out.
Yeah.
Timestamp. that R word is harsh.
Why?
And why? Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, you got to remember. So, you were around in time listening to hip hop. His stuff was so crazy. He had a song called "Guilty Conscience," and we know what happened in that song. That word that I can't say. That one of the verses was dedicated to just that.
I know.
He's
right?
white.
Yeah.
Right?
He can get away with that.
I didn't know that.
Can't do that now, though.
100%. But this was back then. Yeah. So like I said, like I just heard that. I'm like, yo, let me try to top it. Now, granted, you will never find that song anywhere now. And I'm totally embarrassed by it. But like I said, I'm here to share.
So which track that you made would be your favorite?
Ever?
Yeah.
That's a good question. I'd have to say, the song actually doesn't have a name, but on Nas's album, I Am, he has a song called Undying Love. It's the last song on the album, and I love that song because it was a storytelling record, so I made a record about that. And basically, in the song, I was with this girl, so there's a little bit of truth to it. Of course, it's embellished because it's a song. And we're dating, whatever. She cheats on me. And then I get to the place, to our home, which we own. Mind you, I'm 16. And I get to the home, which we own, and I find the girl that I'm with cheating. So I, of course, get my friend. We go into the trunk. We get the shotguns. And again, this is all lies. We get the shotguns and everything, and we pull up and we shoot them. And then, like, my girl's like, don't kill me. It was a mistake. And then I kill her, and then I commit suicide.
Well, dang.
It's the same like the Nas track.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right? But the reason why that's my favorite song is because, that I have ever written, is because it told me like, hey, you know what? In this genre, I don't say that you can almost say anything, but it's kind of like a movie, And if you really invest the time in what you're writing, you could pretty much paint a picture. Now, as crazy as that song sounds, like if you listen to it, and I've been told this, you guys may feel different, that's fine. Music is subjective. But like when you listen to it, you can actually visualize what I'm saying. So ever since I did that song, I'm like, okay, well, you know what? I could do more on a record than just talk about how good I am. You know, so it just kind of showed me that I could flex a different muscle when it comes to writing.
You know, I believe you because with Exit 390, and we're gonna get more into that. I just wanted to mention this before I forget. There was a lot of storytelling in that project with food, songs like 10 Cop Commandments. And by the way, I loved how there was a suspect version and then there was the cop version, the dirty cop version. That fucking is amazing.
Thank you.
And shout out DJ Grouch. He used to work with Rascals, right?
Yeah.
Shout out DJ Grouch.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can tell that with your new music, I can believe like to pen music like that, you'd have to be penning that shit from way before, like 20 years at least.
It takes time, bro.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of time. I remember Killer Priest, he has a line where he says, the way that I write takes long days and nights. And at the time, I'm just like, oh, that shit sounds kind of cool. And then I'm like, okay, that's really accurate. You know what I'm saying? Because like a lot of people, I know today's music, and I have no qualms with it. I do like some of the music, but I also like the fact that they can go into a studio and capture a moment. They can capture a vibe. So they might, smoke a blunt or have a drink or pop up, whatever they do. And then just be like, yo, engineer, just pull up a beat. Sit there and be like, yo, and go in and make a song. And that's how they were feeling. I've never done that before. I admire that. For me, I gotta sit down, I gotta write, I gotta delete stuff, I gotta record it. I have a studio at my house. So what I do is I do test recordings. And I record them and I listen to them, I play them for other people, and then I take that feedback. And then before I even go into the official studio to record anything, I do a test recording first. So the way that I write takes long days and nights, absolutely. 100%.
Where does the creativity come from? If you're talking about doing whatever the animals and just the creativity and like with food and like, is it from like just experiences yourself, watching a lot of TV shows, reading? Where are these experiences coming from?
Well, when you talk about the Animal R song that I did, like way back in the day.
But just in general, because all these things are creative, like the songs that you're doing even now, like I'm saying with like Vegas was saying the food song, the one you have with the cops and stuff like that. Where are these thoughts, like, you know what I'm saying? Are these experiences that you, I want to assume like some of them are experiences that you have.
That would be a fair assumption. The music that I'm making today, it's all based on stuff that I'm dealing with and stuff that I'm feeling. Like the song Food, and I don't know if you guys wanted to go there now, but the song Food basically is just about people using food to kind of, I guess, fight depression. I'm not saying I'm depressed. I'm not. I'm a pretty happy guy. But at the end of the day, I probably eat at times when I shouldn't. I probably, if I'm feeling a certain way, maybe I'm feeling sad or whatever like that, instead of talking about it, I might eat something.
I feel you. I'm a food man. I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? So I said, all right, well, let's take that and let's put that into a record because I know there's a lot of people that go through that. In fact, I can't remember the guy's name, and I really wish I did. He's in France. He bought the album, thank you, and he sent me a DM, and then he sent me this short collage of videos of his weight loss transformation. Because he was like, bro, this song touched my heart because I was going through this, and I won't put his business out there. And that was the whole idea when I made that song. Like, I wanted to let people know that those people have a voice as well. Because when you talk about food, a lot of people, and I'm not saying it, I can't really say it because I don't live it to the extent of like my 600-pound life. But it's harder than just not, putting the slice of pizza in your mouth. There's more to it than that. So when I made that record, I just wanted people like that who are going through that to know they have a voice too.
Yeah, I feel you because at first it made me seem like maybe you had
obesity issues.
Yeah, like food issues or something with your weight or something like that.
Well, I mean, I'm not. It's not that I'm not happy with how I look, but I mean, you could always look better. You could always be more healthy. Dude, I have a 4-year-old, right? So I want to be around. You understand what I'm saying? I want to be around. I want to be there when she graduates. If she gets married, like all those milestones that a parent wants to see their child, attain. I want to be there for that. And you can't be there if you're just overindulging in food. There's no nutrients in that, none of that stuff.
Anything.
Right? So, yeah, so to your point, a lot of the music that especially on this album, Exit 3190 that I made, it's definitely personal, for sure.
So you're rapping for a bit now, you're doing your thing. How did you link up with the guys from Sars?
Well, when I say we, I'm talking about like Warbucks, I'm talking about Caution, Blanks, all those guys who I've known for forever, over 20 years. We've always been on Sars. Every single Sars mixtape since Sars 1. We've been on every single one.
You're original Sars member?
Original, not necessarily a member, but we were just originally on the compilation. Okay. Right? So we were always there. And then eventually, I guess close to Sars 9, Empire broke up. Right? Because if you guys remember, on every single cover of Sars was a member of Empire. Right? And then they broke up. So we eventually, Trey came around and he was like, yo, do you guys want to do the Sars? You guys want the cover? We said, fuck yes. And listen, if I'm not telling the story 100% accurately, forgive me. This is over a decade ago, right? But that's how I remember it, okay? So we said, all right, cool, let's do it. So we did it. We did the cover. And then Trey let us know that, and shout out to Trey, by the way. He let us know that he's putting together a group, the Sars Network. You guys want to join it? We said, fuck yeah. And then the group sort of grew from there. So if I remember the order correctly, it started with us getting the cover of the Sars New Strain compilation. And then we just kind of joined them from there.
So Sars kind of linked up with Empire, kind of? Like, is that what you're saying? Or
no.
Well, just Trey linked this. Because Trey was a part of Empire, no?
Trey, yes, he was a part of Empire. But Sars was Trey's baby. Right? So the whole point of the Sars mixtape was to obviously, put people on the city on, but of course to naturally expose other groups to Empire. That's why on every single cover of Sars was a member of Empire, right? So there was a version where Tech, he was not the host, but the star of the project. He had the most songs. Trey, Adam Bomb, and so on and so forth. So that was for every single one. And then we came along after they broke up, because if Empire breaks up, why is Trey still going to put them on the cover? You know what I mean? So they broke up and he said, hey, you guys have been on every single project. Do you guys want to get on the cover? We said yes. And then from there, he not introduced, but he said, hey, I'm doing Sars Network kind of like label or a group thing. You guys want to be a part of it? And we said yes, of course.
Did any of you guys have a problem with that back in the day? Like, yo, why are like all the Empire guys getting like, how come one of us can't get on?
We never had an issue with that at all. The only thing that we like those tapes were really good for when they were out. They gave a lot of artists exposure. The only thing we ever had a problem with was the beats, because like we're boom bap heads, we're old school, right? So people choose a lot of shit that we just wouldn't listen to. You know what I mean? So that's why when we got it, we were just like, yo, just make sure everybody chooses boom bap beats. Of course, that didn't happen, right? But no, we never had an issue with other people getting the cover.
Who's the better group?
What do you mean?
Who's the better group? Sars or Empire?
But you're asking me. I'm going to be biased, of course. Right?
So take your.
We gotta ask Trey. We gotta ask Trey.
No, let's ask you. Take your mind out of like that mentality. Why are you banging the door? So are you cops? Nah, I can't. Fam, you got my heart jumping. Niggas is dying out here in the streets. You can't be banging the door like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, don't be biased. Just think about it and be like, okay, who was the better group? Like the Sars Network members or the Empire group?
Okay, well, basically, for those who know, but if you don't, definitely do your research. A lot of talent there. But Empire consisted of Trey, Tech, Adam Bomb, Scandalous, and Toxic, and then Messiah. So that's Empire, right? Sars Network consisted of Trey, myself, Warbucks, Episode from Hustle Man, Caution, and Blanks. So again, I noticed your reaction when I said Sars group. But you know what it is? That's because you don't know. And that's
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real.
And that's okay. So again, viewing whatever, you guys can make your own decisions in the comments. But if you're asking me, the more talented group of artists would have to be, I'll be honest, Empire.
Scandalous was nasty.
I remember that name. I'm like, oh yeah, Scandalous.
Yeah,
I forgot about that
It's
guy.
a biased thing because I remember growing up, Scandalous used to be in my bro's place, and I used to remember him just rapping, right?
Yeah.
So like, he was a problem still.
Hell, Scandalous, Adam Bomb,
Adam
Yeah,
too,
yeah.
Toxic?
Fuck,
and Trey.
I was around all these niggas,
Yo,
bro.
Tech is my brother, so I, no malice when I say this, but he wasn't the strongest rapper in the group. He could make really good songs and incredible hooks. But I mean, even Messiah, again, incredible songs. But if we're just talking about bar for bar, when you have a 6-man group, 4 out of the 6 could probably damage anyone lyrically in the city today, except present company. You understand what I'm saying? What the hell? They're not touching me when it comes to this. Nuts.
So why didn't Sars work?
Why?
Yeah. Your opinion.
Wait,
Well-
why didn't Empire work first?
Well, I mean, that
I know why Empire didn't work.
I don't.
Okay, you
I wanted
tell
to-
me.
Okay, fine. You go.
I can't. I'm not gonna do that.
Tell him.
Exactly.
Tell
I
him.
can't because
Okay,
at
so-
the end of the day, I don't rock with my boy no more, and that would be fucked up. Because
All right, so
you know what I'm saying, and I'm not that fucked. I'm not like him,
Okay.
so I'm not that fucked up.
Okay, so why didn't Empire work? I'm asking that.
If you're asking me that question, I'll answer that question like a politician would.
Okay, I love it.
Okay? So I personally think they didn't work because of differences of opinion. I think that one wanted to go right, the other one wanted to go left. And at the end of the day, if you're friends, you're not gonna hold your friend back from doing what it is that they want to do. It's all love, bro. Go left, I'll go right, and we'll still work together in the future. And by the way, if you follow Empire, they have. Since they've broken up, they still do shit together.
That's good.
So it's not, from my,
Not all of them.
again, I'm answering this question like a politician, okay? Again, if you follow them at all, you know they still got love for each other. You can YouTube Empire right now. YouTube any one of those members and you will see that they have songs together today.
All right.
Don't look at me like that.
They don't have an I Love Hip Hop interview yet, but anyways. So why didn't Sars work?
That question I can actually answer.
Okay.
So
Yes.
You should have said that. Actually,
No, you can answer it.
Yeah.
well, again, let me say, before I answer that question, let me say that I have the utmost respect for Trey. Okay? I didn't even know this guy. I maybe met him once in passing. And there's gonna be a short story to this so I gotta preface it with this, okay?
No problem.
When I was in grade 7 and grade 8, I went to Bliss Carmen, and you guys remember the North Carolina, the baby blue and the white, right?
Yes.
So I had a shirt, North Carolina baby blue and white, and I went to a dance. This has nothing to do with the race of the kid. This just has to do with me being a dumb kid at the time. And there was this Tamil kid who was wearing the exact same shirt. Little kid, like, you know what I mean? Tiny little kid. And one of my buddies was like, yo, that kid's wearing your shirt. Go deal with him. So stupid me, I went up to him and bullied him like a fucking idiot.
Don't take that off.
Told him, take it off, yes.
I know those ones.
Like an idiot. And if you're watching, I still apologize for that.
Yeah, we did some dumb shit when we were young. We did some dumb shit. We did some dumb shit.
I don't know. So anyways, fast forward now. The kid never wore the shirt again.
That's crazy.
I'm in high school. You understand, they started in grade 7. I'm in high school. If you know anything about Scarborough, you know about the Tamil Man Dem.
Of course.
Yeah, Tamil Tiger.
Okay. thank you.
Tigers.
Oh yeah.
So I'm in high school. One of my buddies, Rajan, comes up to me and he's like, yo, a bunch of my friends want to talk to you. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, when? They're like, well, out after school, they'll be outside. I'm like, wait, what?
That does sound strange.
That doesn't sound good. So I'm like, I need more context, please. He's like, you remember when you told this kid not to wear a shirt? I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, they want to fuck you up.
That's wild.
I found out about this, at the top of the school day, so before lunch. So
Cut.
no, why?
If you don't have dogs in the school, you cut.
So this is what I'm doing. So I'm putting out the word to everyone. Cell phones were just introduced. I'm texting everyone. I call my brother. That's what you do when you got a big brother. Call your big brother. I call Tech. Who does Tech bring? The guy I've never, maybe met once in passing, Trey. If you know the Tamil Tigers back then, you know it could get very violent.
Oh, yeah.
I have friends that were in the hospital and he was willing to do that for me, somebody he hasn't even really met.
Vegas got friends that got shot.
So that's why I have the utmost respect for that guy forever. Okay? So I just wanted to say that before I say what I believe happened to the Sars network. We just couldn't agree, bro. And it got, in my opinion, a pretty nasty. Like never anything physical, but just when you got love for someone, there's certain lines that you don't cross. You know what I mean? And those lines got crossed for me. You know what I mean? Like the guy said my name in a record, like in a disparaging way. You understand what I'm saying? And what led up to that really was just, I think, lack of organization. The group was supposed to have, I guess, kind of what you would call a pot, you know, where everybody, there's like 6, 7 people there, right? So everybody was supposed to invest money and, you know, so it creates a budget, that budget can be used for recording, for duplication, whatever the case may be. None of that ever happened. So it was very, very, I'll just say dysfunctional, you know? And I just got tired of it. And I didn't want anything to have to do with it anymore. And the more I tried to insert myself and give opinions, I just kept being met with resistance, right? Like I wasn't being heard. And nobody wants to feel like that ever. In a relationship, your place of business, with your parents, ever. You want to feel like what you're saying matters. And I truthfully just never felt that way. So I said, hey, I called him up. And I don't remember the conversation verbatim, like I said, over a decade ago. But the conversation didn't go the nicest. Like he literally told me, don't rap anymore.
Jesus Christ.
Right? He's like, if you're leaving, fine. Don't rap anymore. He didn't like threaten me or anything like that. But he was like, don't rap anymore since you're leaving. And at the time, I actually didn't care. I may have even been agreeable because at that time I was like, this was so draining. I don't even want anything to do with it anymore. Right? So I said, all right, whatever. And then that was the end of that. And then I don't want to put nobody else's business out there, but from what I understand, a lot of other people were met with similar resistance. And then, like they say, you remove one domino, everything else sort of falls down. I was the first member to leave. I was the first member to leave. And by the way, for the record, I never went to anyone. What I did after that conversation where I told Trey I was leaving, I called up every single member. I'm like, yo, I'm out. Like, oh, what happened? Nothing but love. I'm just going in a different direction. I don't want to do it anymore. I said, all right, cool. We still good? Yeah, we still good. So for the record, I didn't talk to anyone and try to convince them to do one thing or the other. They made their own minds up. And you would have to ask them why they left. But I feel like me leaving probably didn't help the situation.
I feel that.
No. Sometimes you gotta do what's best for you.
Probably
No,
didn't help
it's just
the
like he's
situation.
talking about it. I'm just remembering things. And yeah, like I want to say for the record too, but I don't want to throw anybody under the bus.
Yeah, but it was weird too, just because like
Holy shit.
It's all making sense. I like that. Yeah. Like, it's just like, yo, everything is just making sense.
Math thing. All the dots are connected.
They are.
You know, and it was weird because like I felt like I got like blacklisted. Like they were again, like I was still rhyming, but nobody wanted to put me on shit. My brother did an album, his only album. I'm not even on my own brother's album, guy. What the hell?
That's crazy.
That's nuts. That's nuts. And I'm a way better rapper than him. What the hell did him out? Yeah, I love you.
He didn't put you on because of that attitude.
No, I didn't have that. No, not at all. That wasn't the case. But it was just, I felt shunned. And what really kind of pushed me to the edge is, like I said, like, it's one thing to say somebody's name in a song, you know, when it's an audio. Because then you gotta you gotta like find the song, you gotta listen to the song. But then like when you say the person's name in a song and then you do a video Because the video, you're gonna promote the video. Mm-hmm. So now you want everyone to know, right? So that's where I was kind of like, dude. And by the way, like the entire time I'm like, I have no problems with this guy. I wish him nothing but the best. Trey's amazing. He's an incredible performer. He's an incredible lyricist. Great cadence. He's got the voice. He's got the endurance. The guy goes across the country
to promote his shit.
And sell it hand to hand. And by the way, he doesn't try. He does. He actually does it. He sells it. He makes money. I have nothing but positive things to say. Even when I left, I didn't leave with an attitude. I didn't leave like, yo, fuck you. This shit is garbage. You guys have no idea. Not at all. I would never do that. Why would I burn that bridge? My brother's over there. Why would I do that?
You wanted to.
No, I didn't. I didn't, honestly.
I did when I wanted to leave.
Well, we're different people.
He seems to be very mature.
I'm almost there.
Yeah, you'll get there, man. But just to kind of to bring that to a wrap, I just wanted to leave it and say again, my phone work and my door is open, and I'm still active musically. So anybody from that side wants to do some music, holla at me, man. Or if you just want to chill, I'm open to that too. It's summertime. Let's barbecue.
So you stopped rapping after the whole Sars thing.
Yeah.
You did. When did you link up with Dracy? You started podding. Why didn't you guys do any in-person pods?
Yeah, that's a great question. I linked up with Dracy around 2018, and I said, hey, whatever. Let's just do something. I really want to do a podcast, so let's do something. Because I was podding before. In fact, I was even on the radio. I was on 89.5, and I was actually co-hosting a show with DJ Slam, right? So I was making my rounds there, but I had to leave that show, and so I reached out to Dracy. I'm saying, yo, let's do a pod, and he's like, all right, bet. And the only reason why we never did anything in person is from where I live in Durham, and he lives.
Saga.
Yeah, he's like an hour away. I'm not saying that should be a reason not to do it, but
if you're not making money, it's gonna be hectic.
Yeah, we were saying let's get monetized, and then we could take the money from that. We can invest it in studio time and things of that nature. But then it eventually came to a head just because I love that dude. In case you haven't noticed, the theme of this podcast today is love. Okay? It's love. So I have nothing but love for that dude.
Diddy shit.
Yeah, I have nothing but love for that dude. But like ultimately, it kind of came to a head just because I feel like I wasn't appreciating anybody's time, especially his time. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, yo, we're going to podcast at this day. We're going to podcast at this time. We're going to talk about this. Dracy would be like, yo, can you edit this out the podcast? Fuck no. That's staying in. You understand what I'm saying? And then like when we tried to do like it would just I became really selfish. You know what I mean? And I think I'm learning that now. Like when I work with somebody, I do have to relinquish some of the responsibilities, especially if I'm working with somebody. It's not. This guy's looking dead right at Vegas. It's not just me. You know what I mean? But I felt that it was all the time. So. That didn't help the situation, but it was more like with the scheduling and I wasn't being flexible. On our last video, you could YouTube this. On our last video, you see me and Dracy talking about I tried to pod in my office, which I share a wall with my daughter. And in the video, I say, hey, it's not going to work. I tried. My daughter, she wakes up. I'm not trying to wake my kid up while I'm talking, shit about Donald Trump. That's not worth it. You know what I mean? So the other day, I'm on a video conference call. It's about 10 o'clock at night, which is typically around the time we used to pod. And I'm in my office. My daughter's asleep. The conference call gets heated. I'm yelling. My daughter's tucked away sleeping, perfectly fine. So it made me think like, yo, we could have still been podding to this day.
We could have did it in the washroom.
Next question.
The living room, nowhere else.
No, it's about aesthetics. You guys know more than anything else. It's got to look a certain way, man. No?
That's true.
You don't think it would be weird
when
to
I
see
first came on camera, there was COVID times. I had cats running all through the back in my living room and shit. She was hectic when I first started.
No. I can't do that, man. But yo, shout out to Dracy, man. I hope everything I know he's over at the We Love Hip Hop network over there. He's doing his thing with Friday. So I have nothing but love for that guy. And I hope that works out. And I hope I hope it works out a lot better than it did with you, nigga. So
It's not.
what?
It's not.
It is.
It won't.
It will.
It won't. It can't.
This episode's about love.
That's fine. And honesty. And we're being honest. It can't, fam. No disrespect to anybody that goes over there. They can't do what I've done. Impossible.
Listen, I'm not saying that Dracy is going to do what you have done.
Or even better.
But what I'm saying is that the relationship, I think, will be better. Yes.
It can't. I don't think you guys understand.
Well, the reason why I say that is because I know Dracy.
I hear you.
And I'm not saying that, so, please don't take this a certain way, but I don't think Dracy is going to let himself get, and I'm not even suggesting Friday would do this, but I don't think Dracy's going to let himself get taken advantage of. Mm-hmm. He knows what he wants. He knows why he's there. And he's going to either get that out of the situation and thrive, or he's going to leave on good terms.
But that's why it won't happen. Just because of that.
Let's just hope and leave it at that.
Nigga.
You know what I always wonder?
He's really
Go
quick.
ahead.
Love for JC too, but he's an op now too. Everybody over there is op. Fuck all y'all niggas. Op minutes.
But we still love
Stop talking about me over there too.
But we still love you because it's about love today. It's about love, right?
What the hell, man?
Just for today, you heard him. He said it's about love today.
Yeah, just today. Just today, I always wondered, like, how come, like, people, like, when they do stuff like podcasting or even music and they don't see results, why do they just quit? Why not just try to trudge through it and just continue? Like, I see that you have your project on, like, Bandcamp and shit, and I guess the guy from Friends bought your stuff from Bandcamp.
Yeah.
Right? That's $10 your money. You know what I'm saying?
That's
As
right.
opposed to streams and shit. So it's like, why do people just stop? Like, what, in your opinion, like, why?
I could tell you exactly why for me. It's because we have this unrealistic expectation that you're going to yield immediate results. And brother, it just does not work that way. Mm-hmm. At all, especially when it's something that you love. Let me tell you, if you did the knowledge and you did your due diligence and your research, you'll go on YouTube and probably see maybe I have like 7 YouTube pages. Nigga, I just started another one yesterday. And so what ended up happening was when you talk about potting is I had a YouTube channel called Animals Will Outlive Us. And I was just doing commentary on hip hop. And I actually yielded immediate results, bro. 60,000, 70,000 views on my videos. Like, I'm like, oh shit. This is right after me and Dracy broke up. So I'm like, I'm gonna show you, nigga. Right? Mm-hmm. So, but then it just slowed up. And as you guys probably know, YouTube switched the algorithm. And they switched the threshold. Mm-hmm. So it used to be 1,000 subscribers. Now it's just 5. So I said, wait a second. I'm at like 540. What the fuck? I can start making money off this. Mm-hmm. So I jumped back on that immediately. And why? Because I thought I was going to make some money. Long story short, I won't get into the whole YouTube thing, but you still need 1,000 subscribers. But why did they quit right away? It's because it's for me, it just takes way too much time. And if you have other responsibilities, like, again, I'll speak for myself, a full-time job, a wife, a kid, like that is going to take precedence over me sitting in front of a camera and talking shit about some niggas that I'm never even going to meet. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, should it? If I really want this thing? Of course not. You know what I mean? But like at the end of the day, like the effort that I'm going to put into this YouTube channel or this music career, I'm going to see more immediate results if I, put that effort and time into my family, And that's just, for me, that's what it is. I can't speak for everybody else, but for me, that's what it is.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah.
You have any more questions?
Yeah.
I wanted to ask, are we getting into the album or are you
we're getting into the album.
Okay, so before we get into the album, you said you're married, you have a child. I'm just curious and nosy. Child before marriage or marriage and then child?
I'm old school, nigga.
Marriage and then child?
Hell yeah.
God damn it, you good, bro.
Hell yeah.
That's good.
Yo, listen. We were together for like maybe over a decade before I even proposed.
That's dope.
You know what I'm
10
saying?
years.
Yeah.
Whoa.
See your face?
Blood.
Serious?
No
See your
way.
face? See? Whoa. Wait,
10
why?
years? No. Okay, I'll wait up to 4. You should know me by 4 years.
You think someone's gonna propose you at 4 years?
It's been done.
I'm not saying it hasn't been done. People
Okay.
Been
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Whoa. You said it's been done.
It's been done, yeah.
Are you married?
No.
Why?
I chose not to. I chose not to follow through.
Because of the 4 years? Or like why did you say no to that nigga?
Because we were outgrowing each other. Like it was just
Oh, so maybe 4 years wasn't enough time. So what I'm saying, no, because you guys outgrew. Listen, if you would have said yes, again, I can't see the future. I ain't got no crystal ball, right?
Yeah.
But if you would have said yes, you right now might be in a very unhappy marriage because y'all would have outgrown each other while y'all was married.
Here's the thing though. Like if he didn't drag his feet when it came to the date and putting shit together, then no, it wouldn't be an issue. So when it came to putting time in and really putting thought into this occasion that is supposed to be big for both of us, and you're pushing it back and you're pushing it back and you're pushing it back, then no, yeah, it opens my eyes to see something different.
No, that's the wrong. Listen, I just met you, but that's the wrong shit to judge a dude on. What guy in here is like,
judge a dude
I'm so excited, I'm gonna be married, it's my day. No, we're happy to get married because we love you, but we're not stoked to like sit down and plan a wedding. That's just not our shit.
Okay, to push back a wedding 2 years though, that's crazy.
I didn't know about that.
Okay, exactly. You're speaking on something you didn't even hear the full context of it.
Give me the context.
I just did before I could finish. So I mean, by all means, 2 years to delay something like that, and you have people on your side that's already paid for things. You put money down, you put the time. You know what I'm saying? I got 2 kids on top of that. Like, how is that fair? And then it comes to suit, like, I understand there's rough times and stuff like that, but when you're not looking to help yourself out of that rut,
right,
you can only do so much when you have 2 other little ones depending on you.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that W. I'll give you that W. I still
There's
think
always gonna be love there. It's just we're just not. It's not gonna.
I still think 10 years is not a bad amount of time. This guy's looking at me like I'm crazy. No. I think 10 years is not a bad amount of time before, because like for me, especially when you're young, you understand what I'm saying? Like you still have life to live. Because like for me, like I'm like, yo, if we get married, okay, now let's work on this family. For me, okay, when we get married, okay, now let's get this house, this mortgage. Bro, the fucking mortgage of the house, that responsibility lasts longer than your responsibility to take care of your child financially. So that's a lot of pressure. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to make, let me not just speak for me. We wanted to make sure that we lived our life fully before we said, all right, let's lock in and do this.
So what age that's what I was wondering, 10 years. I don't think it's crazy, but what age did you start at?
I was 24. I was 24. She was 22.
Oh.
Not bad?
No.
Not at all.
Right?
You're older, yeah.
Yeah. If you're older, then that's nuts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But we were in our 20s. We had our life to live. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that got heated real quick. Okay.
I don't believe in marriage. That's why I don't even get into these
Why the
conversations.
hell you don't believe in marriage?
I don't believe in marriage. I think it's an idiot thing.
That's
You know what I'm
dumb.
saying?
I believe in marriage.
You're nuts, bro.
I don't know.
Don't
I
believe
just
it.
can't stay. The thought process of staying together with someone for 10 years.
No. I've met the one. Don't believe in it.
You haven't met the one then, fam. That's the thing.
I'll give it to her
Nah.
if she wants it. I'll give it to her.
Okay.
But I just personally, my beliefs, I just don't believe in those things because then it's just. It's another conversation that we have with paperwork. I don't believe in them things. I would have to find a different kind of marriage. You know what I'm saying? A marriage that makes sense. I know there's different kind of marriages and laws and different than the third, but like the Americanized fucking North Americanized marriage,
yeah.
I don't believe in that shit. That shit's an idiot.
You want an Eastern world kind of marriage. Okay?
Yeah. Or somewhere else. Just somewhere else. Just not
But you don't
American.
need to marry like traditional. You can marry off Orthodox, like, you know, like just go to City Hall, get married, don't tell nobody for a year, and just like, hey, have a party.
Not
and be
even
like,
just.
hey,
I know,
women
but
do that too.
women,
You know what I'm saying?
women want the big thing. They want to be their
so if
family.
you, not really. Some women
Yes,
don't
really.
care for that.
Most
Some
do,
women
fam.
don't. Some women don't.
Most, fam, let's be real. If you take a girl and have her a small wedding, 95% of those girls are cheese.
No, I don't think so. Like I said,
okay.
some of them not.
85% of those girls are cheese.
Maybe 85. Maybe 85.
85%.
You know what I honestly think? I think the girl that you're marrying, she don't care about the small wedding, but her friends or her family members,
They do.
They care. And then
Yes.
she's gonna have, sorry to be to point at you, but then she's gonna have to feel that and hear it.
Yeah.
It's the same shit like if you give your wife or your fiance a ring, and sorry to say it like this, with some bum ass diamond. She has to wear that every single day.
Okay. Yes.
Mind you, I think diamonds are bullshit anyways.
But remember how you said it's different for a woman and a man. You know, we've been hearing about this special day from when we're like little and
Y'all get
thinking
brainwashed.
about it.
Y'all get
and,
brainwashed. That's
you know,
why.
it's supposed to be the happiest day of your life, and it's only one time around, and then after that, you know, you're supposed to put the work in. You had your little vacation or whatever. It's time to put your work in. Da da da. So yeah, I feel like it just depends on where you guys are financially as a couple and what you feel is acceptable between the two of you. If she wants something above your means, like is that?
It's probably not the
it.
right one.
I mean, if she wants it, that's fine. But
Okay, so she should put some
like,
work
bitch,
into
we can upgrade.
Like,
We can upgrade.
yeah, that's
after
what I'm
5
saying.
years.
Not even that,
Like,
like
I'm
you can
taking-
get remarried after 5.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Renew
Take-
your
But I don't
vows,
believe in
but-
divorce though. So
No,
Me neither.
I don't believe in divorce.
No,
if you
me
marry
neither.
me,
Yeah,
Respect
it's the end.
for
Yeah.
We're
life.
locked.
Yeah.
especially
Locked
if you
in.
end up
If we
hating me,
locked in,
damn, the rest of your life is gonna
relaxing.
suck.
Yeah, fact.
The rest of your life is gonna suck.
We're locked in for life.
'Cause I ain't going no place.
That's what's up.
I'm not into the you sleep in that room tonight. I'll sleep at I'll be right
Nah,
next
that's an
to you.
idiot thing.
Yeah, that's
I'll be right next
What are
to
you
you.
talking about? Nah, if I'm pissed at you, you better scoop
Nah,
the
really,
scoop.
nah.
fix
You
that.
gotta go in there.
You gotta go in there.
I'm
too.
sleeping in my
See
bed.
this bed? All right.
Especially, what?
Yes,
I pay for this bed and the sheets and the, what? I'm in this bed.
Nah, man.
But
Let's get to the album.
Exit 3190.
Yeah.
You rode us. Why do you feel like you appreciate your talent more than Adam Bomb does?
Woo! Since Adam Bomb dropped the ball, that's what you said, right? Along those lines.
So basically, I said,
Let's get into it.
yeah. Well, I mean, that's not even honestly. You know what's so funny is when I actually recorded that, people in the studio were looking at me like, "Oh, how could you?"
Nigga, I wheeled that like 5 times. I'm like,
Bro,
what did he say?
listen,
Yeah, right?
Let me make it, and I wish I could sensationalize this. I really do, because I want a viral moment like everybody for the right reason, but it ain't nothing to go nuts over. Adam Bomb has an album called Wasted Talent. I was just referencing his album. That's it.
Yo!
That's it. Everybody was looking at me like, Chris, you crazy?
Bamboozled.
I was just literally
but he
referencing his
knows
album.
because everybody says that. Like it's not like it's a not known thing, bro. That's like I think a Toronto known thing that like, bro, you know how nice you are and you just fuck off. Like you just don't give a fuck.
You're talking about Bond now.
Adam Bomb.
Oh,
I think he
yeah,
knows.
I'm
He
sure-
knows.
yeah, I'm
Fam,
sure
I see
Bomb
this
would-
nigga in the
yeah.
concert sometimes drunk out, family. Like, oh God. Oh,
Yeah, I'm
like,
sure Bond would tell you that. I'm sure Bond would tell you that 100% that he's probably wasting his God-given talents. Me, the whole line was just like, I'm not like that. I'm not gonna waste my talent. I'm out here. I'm trying to get money from this. Not like streaming money. Fuck that. I'm applying for grants to get that money up front. That line was just a reference to the album. But do I think I could take Bomb? Yes, I do. Me and Bomb actually have a record together. It's called Can I? And Bomb was gracious enough to do the song with me. He did write the verse on the spot. I still watched him on the song though. It is what it is.
Okay.
I like your confidence.
Do you have a single for this?
The energy.
For the album?
Yeah. Is there a legitimate single that you have out? I seen you did like a freestyle kind of thing. but-
Yeah. So I'm slow rolling it. I'm just gonna say it because I think Lil Wayne said he was the best rapper alive, and nobody believed him until he kept saying it over eventually, you know, whatever. That's
He
the beta.
manifested it.
There you go. You got to put it out there. So, what is it called? A Juno? Is that what they do now here? Junos? Matt, like I don't know. I want a Juno. So I'm putting it out there. So I say that to say this. I'm slow rolling it. So I'm trying to promo the album for the entire year. You understand what I'm saying? So do I have a single out yet? No. I did that little freestyle. I did a little social media clip for food where the guy's just stuffing his face.
Yeah, we saw that. That's dope.
Thank you. Shout out to Sound Forger for that. I have another one like that for 10 Cop Commandments.
Oh man, I can't wait for
Nah,
that.
you gotta listen to us.
Yeah.
Believe me. Drop a music video for that.
Yeah, I am.
That deserves a fucking short film, whatever. Like, and your mind seems like you could do it. That needs a certified video, bro.
100%.
Yeah, no, I totally am. But
or an animated, like a real animated video. I would like.
Or even like a shorts, like do a shorts for your part and then do a shorts for Warbucks part, like. Because shorts right now is taking over the world, like in terms of discoverability. So if you don't want to do a full video, just do the shorts for your Democrat and then do shorts for
I love
Warbucks'
how he
part.
thinks.
No, because that's real.
I love how he thinks. Because like the reality is nigga, I wasn't even gonna do any videos. I was gonna just do those because they're more easily shared via social media.
1,000%.
You understand what I'm saying? But I'm gonna do that. But I'm just trying to slow roll. So I'm definitely gonna do something for 10 Cop Commandments. Like, the response I've been getting from that is really positive. If I could pat myself on the back, toot my own horn, I had one guy tell me that when he heard the song, he was speechless. And I've never had anybody say that to me about my music ever.
It's because it's really good. Like Bunny the Butcher dropped 10 more crack commandments, but you dropped 10 cop commandments.
Yeah.
What the hell is this about? You know what I'm saying? We
Yeah.
heard the Jack and the Whip and we're like, yo, this is fucking good.
Yeah.
But the whole project is good. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Like,
Thank you.
I think even if you're promoting this for the, you know what I'm saying, for the time being, like the way how you were doing your beats and stuff, you need to like do features with like people of the similar
Americans.
vein. You know what I'm saying? Benny the Butcher, Conway. Try to reach out. You know what I'm saying? Even if it costs a look, you know what I'm saying, so and so. But even there's young guys like Jay Skis and like the people on Griselda's like label, like the young boys, they're fucking ill.
Yeah.
Drum work, ill. Like BSF, ill niggas. Like those kind of guys. Like fucking 38 Special, those people, Shay Noir, like there's so many. Like you're in that vibe, and that's what's grinding right now.
Thank you.
People really like that stuff.
No, I'm 100% going to try to expand my reach, but I just need the notoriety first, man. And I just want to quickly go back to that whole Juno thing. No knock at the rappers who have won Junos in Canada, but they're just not as good as me. Right, so I feel like if I am able to attain that, then people will want to fool with me a little bit more. Yeah. Like so when we started this pod off, and I'm like, oh, these guys don't want to invite me to their podcast and interview me. I was being serious, but I was half joking, right? Because I also understand that I ain't nobody. You understand what I'm saying? And then once I get, because everybody wants clout, right? Mm-hmm. So once I get that, then be like, all right, people want to fool with me more. You understand what I'm saying? So that's really that's why I'm slow rolling it. And that's why I'm shouting out the Junos every single time. Every post I make, I tag the Junos. They need to be very aware of what I'm doing, right? Mm-hmm. So when I do submit my album for consideration, they're not like, who is this guy?
Facts, Junos, let the Man Dem come on the red carpet and host the red carpet for you guys.
Yeah, it can't be classified every single year, can it?
Facts.
We'll be there.
Can it?
No.
So basically, this is how
let's nigga out the shit, bro.
Yeah.
Junos.
Listen, I'm a Juno Awards member, so yeah. Next year, we're there for sure. Remember, we were supposed to go this year.
Yeah,
but Man Dem didn't want to go.
But wait a second, have you heard the album?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we sent it to her.
Yeah, I got everything.
I want to hear the female's opinion.
What do you think? What did you think of his project?
Be honest, I can take it. I'm not made of glass.
What did I think of the album?
Yeah.
Be complete.
Here we go. I'm gonna break out into tears. I know.
No, you're not gonna break out into
Just
tears.
say you like ghetto shit and you're not into that. Just say that.
Huh?
Kalani's had a long night, guys. Come on, not too much on Kalani.
Listen, and you guys wanted to give me more to drink.
I know.
That's the crazy part
It's
about
the hair of the dog.
That's the crazy part of it. No, honestly, I thought it was good. It's it's nice to hear something different than what you're hearing every day right now, that's for sure. There was power behind some of the songs there, for sure, I would say. But for me, like, I really do listen to ratchet shit. So it was different.
So you gotta have one ratchet us for the galdom, you know?
That's
for your next project, let's have one
It was
ratchet.
different than what I'm used
What you're
to.
accustomed
And
to.
even like the visuals and stuff, it was very capturing. Like from when they sent me the profile, I looked at everything and checked it out, and it was dope.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And I appreciate the honesty.
Give him the mic.
You know what I mean? Yeah, thank you. I appreciate the honesty. And the one thing that I do want to say, it's so funny that you said that. And by the way, people are entitled to like whatever they like. Like I said, and I will always say music is subjective. But I don't think people give females the credibility that they deserve when it comes to hip hop. Not all girls just listen to the beat. Like there's some girls out there that really enjoy bars and really appreciate conscious hip hop. Niggas that are saying shit. People just think that girls just like to shake their ass and listen to ratchet shit. Some do. Some dudes do too, minus the ass shaking, but Pride Month.
No, that's over. It's over.
Oh, well, shout out to them.
But there are still some
There's
guys
still
that
guys,
like to do that.
Speed, the speed nigga. The man was like,
but that's okay. But that's okay. But that's okay, right?
It's not.
That's okay. That's his bag.
Oh,
Let him enjoy. But what I am saying though is there are some females out there that do enjoy and appreciate and put that over any other type of music. Some good conscious hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So let's not forget that, fellas, when you're in the booth or when you're creating, don't think, oh, okay, well, how do I get the ladies' attention? Shake that ass, shake that. No, that doesn't have to be it. They got a working brain too. You know what I'm saying? You could, I can't remember who, I think it's Dead Prez, Mind Sex.
You ain't got to take your clothes off yet. We can burn some incense.
Do you think it's because when it comes to like a lot of, especially like the mainstream music, a lot of the guys writing the music, the guys don't actually like know what the women actually like, so they're just saying it from the guy's perspective?
100%. I mean, like when you, I don't want to like generalize or even categorize this, but the more popular artists, they don't come across as like a family man or like a one woman type of guy, you know? They come across like I fuck mad bitches. You understand what I'm saying? So like if that's the persona that you're giving, you're probably gonna make music that goes along with that. You understand what I'm saying? So, and I think it's believable because again, because of the shit you're saying. By the way, just because y'all make music like that doesn't mean you don't appreciate a woman's mind. You're just going with it. You're going with the wave. It is what it is. I'm trying to go the opposite way though. If the wave's going this way, I'm going that way. Yeah.
Caring about how to like, they're basically caring about making money off it. You're caring actually generally loving it.
Yeah.
That's what to say. You're just being you unapologetically. Like, just you.
100%, man. 100%. Thank you.
that's what's up. About to wrap up. I know Rich has his thing. Any last words, shout outs? We want to tell the people last things.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Shout out Independent George. Couldn't have made this project without you. He did all the production on the album. And he did all the mixing. He did all the mastering. He's super multi-talented. The beat selection that I chose was just what suited me for my project, right? Artists out there, he makes everything, right? So hit him up on his Instagram, Independent George. Shout out to him. Shout out to Fame One. Shout out to everybody that was on the album. Warbucks, Try Shy.
Yeah, that's my girl. Shout out Try Shy, my guy.
Yeah, which in my opinion, Try Shy is the best female rapper in the city.
But she's inconsistent. Try Shy, come on.
Yeah, seriously. Shout out Kin Smooth, of course. And again, just Kenny C, of course. And again, OAC. You know what I mean? And everyone else out there who has copped the project, who streamed it, who has actually purchased it. Again, my goal was not to make something that trended. My goal was just to make something different. I don't like mixed feelings. Either you love it or you hate it. That's it, black and white. And just stay tuned, man. Follow me on my Instagram. Chris Green is crying because I'm crying every single day. Okay? And yeah, you guys will see a lot more of me. And all you other podcasts out there, I'm here, man. Thank you guys for having me.
No, you already know Chris Green, man. Thank you for coming through. Make sure you guys go tap in Exit 3190. It's out right now on all streaming platforms, and I'm gonna force him to get a music video out there and a YouTube short too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, deuces, y'all.
It's the Man Dem Show, and we are off of this.
Peace.
Cool.